On a busy morning now, we have an update on the story we told you out of Fairfax County, where the Democrat school board member, Stella Pekarsky, appeared to use her position on the school board to try to punish her rival in the state Senate race she's engaged in, Republican school teacher Julie Perry. And now it's been exposed thanks to the reporting out of Daily Wire and Luke Rosiak. We told you all about it too, and it appears now that Ms. Perry has lawyered up because we've got her lawyer, Hayden Fisher, to give us an update. Thank you, Hayden, for joining us. What is the latest on this?
So the latest is we got more information. We started to put all the facts together, and obviously there will probably be a civil suit coming soon. But in the meantime, because this has affected Julie in ways beyond politics, in the meantime, we have connected more dots. It appears that one of the complainants, Vanessa Hall, was soliciting funds for the Fairfax Democratic City Committee or County Committee back in January. And so that's been connected. That's the latest dot to be connected. So what it's appearing is that this was very organized by the Pekarsky camp.
So Democrat activists basically started putting forth complaints about Ms. Perry as a teacher for things that she said on social media, et cetera. And she actually had to deal with disciplinary action from the administration. And it looks like it was all just a political dirty trick.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, we know that the complaint was false. The initial CPS complaint was false, unfounded, dismissed out of hand by...
Every Monday, Rich Eisen and Chris Brockman react to what's happening in the
Fairfax CPS is patently false. And that wasn't enough. That led to the email complaint by Vanessa Hall, which we've obtained. And that led to the conference where they had Luke Rosiak pointed this out. There's a memo where there's a conference call scheduled with Stella Pekarsky, Stella, R.E., Julie Perry. Shortly thereafter, Julie gets a long memorandum reprimanding her and threatening her and called into the office, principal's office, and all that kind of good stuff. So it goes on. And then they also brought in students from her classroom trying to intimidate them.
I just want to ask, how is Ms. Perry doing? I mean, this was so personal, and as you have laid out, it was coordinated. And I mean, they really tried. I mean, this is ultimate cancel culture. They tried to get her fired. This would have had terrible harm to her own record as a teacher. So how is she doing? I know you're her lawyer and you're here to talk about the legal process, but you know, how is she faring after all of this has been sort of laid out?
Well, on the one hand, she's received a lot of support from her colleagues and from other people supporting her. But it's also devastating to find out that you are the target, being targeted unfairly because of your political views and because of your aspirations. And she has aspirations to serve the public, representing the public as a teacher and on education issues and on other issues as well. But it's certainly disappointing and devastating to learn that you're being unfairly targeted. But on the other hand, a lot of people have come and supported her. So it's a double-edged sword in some ways. It's good to know that people have your back in times like this, but it's disappointing to learn that somebody who's supposed to be, she was a school board member. She's supposed to be supporting the school, supporting the teachers, and instead she's organizing a coup basically behind Julie's back.
Quickly, Mr. Fisher, because we're running out of time, you're in charge of the civil suit that you just alluded to. But isn't this criminal? Isn't this abuse of power? Yes. Isn't this misuse of power? Is the Attorney General, Mr. Miyares, looking into this?
Well, it's clearly abuse of power, and the Attorney General's office has confirmed to Asra Nomani that they're examining this and allegations of intellectual interference. I think it's only developing. We'll go from there. So I'm not a criminal attorney. I'm a civil attorney, but I'll leave that to the people who know criminal law. But it's clearly an abuse of power. Our best to your client, Julie Perry, and if any out there, thank you, Mr. Fisher. Anyone out there wants to send her some support, the best thing you can do is vote for her today in this race. Send a message to these bullies. Send a message to Stella Pekarsky, who appears to be nothing but a bully, and also is clearly a little concerned about the way this race is going in Fairfax. That tells you something.
And send a message to these activists like Vanessa Hall, who are intimidating these good people.
It's 7:53.
You loved Lala Kent on Vanderpump Rules.